Good morning. All right, we're ready to go. Nice. Good morning, everybody. So nice to see all of you showing up like you do for life every day. Thank you for being with me today. You know what I'm going to say? I got a fantastic workout planned for us today. So let's go ahead and maybe we'll give it just one more minute just for all the ninjas to come on board. Okay, so one of the things we're going to be doing today, guys, is we're going to be focusing on our ability to heal and be amazing. And I guess you could call it faith, which is hope, confidence, and assurance for things that you can't see. Because the reality is our bodies are always working behind the scenes to make us healthier. So what I want to ask that you guys do is have a little fun with me today and imagine and remember when you were very, very small, maybe 5 years old and younger. And every time we do massage today, I want you to imagine that your tissues, especially deep down to the level of the joints and the bones, are the same health as when you were small. They've actually done research with this, and they've taken people and put them in a spot where they had all of their old music and the stuff that was going on when they were younger. And within a couple of weeks' time, their health actually improved tremendously because they had this sense that they were younger again. So today, let's turn back the clock and make ourselves younger and healthier than ever before. All right. That's about enough of all that. Let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to do a little bit of a supine check-in. So I'm just going to ask that you find yourself in a comfortable position laying on your back and really promise to love yourself and to be present with each breath and really to check yourself every time you have distracting thoughts or negative thoughts or thoughts that are less than positive. That's just a reminder to get your mind in line with the miracle that is your life. Okay, so let's go ahead and find ourselves on our backs. Got my timer here. Okay, so on our backs, nice and comfortable. First things first, let's turn our attention into our breathing. Okay, so just be aware of the breath. Get yourself nice and comfortable. Start to bring into mind things that you're thankful for this morning. If you feel good, give thanks. If you feel some discomfort or pain, give thanks. Because remember, our bodies have this ability to let us know when something needs some attention. Right? We have this amazing nervous system that is designed and wired, so to speak, literally, to let us know what's going on. And then just gently send some waves of movement through your spine. And I want to invite you to imagine that your bones float. Physiologically, this is an actual fact because the bones, which is the most dense, if you want to call it that, part of our anatomy, it floats. It's suspended in your connective tissue. So just imagine that your bones are weightless. And just imagine that they don't have any weight at all, that they can float in this fluid-oriented connective tissue that's pliable and malleable. And what we're going to be doing today is helping our body to have greater flow and circulation. So just start to bring your attention there every chance you get. Allow this hour that we're spending together to be for you and to help you help yourself. Inhale, exhale. Now start to slow your breathing down just a little bit. You could place your hands on your abdomen and just gently massage the abdominal area. I want you to take some strokes, either from the neck all the way through the sternum into your stomach, and alternate hands. So it's like I do my left hand and then I do my right hand. One of the things that my Hawaiian teacher would always tell me is that gastric reflux is the cause or the starting point for a lot of diseases. So basically what happens is the esophageal sphincter, the tube that goes to your stomach, and then the little sphincter that kind of squeezes off when you're not when it's not allowing stuff to go into your stomach, when that gets kind of weakened and fluid starts going back up into your esophagus, and you have sometimes symptoms of chest pain or discomfort, burning sensations in the chest. One way to resolve that is to do this stroke down through the sternum into the stomach. And I want to encourage you guys to do that every day. Inhale, exhale, nice and smooth. Just relax. If you want to bend your knees, feel free. Okay? A little bit of rotation. You can leave your hands in your abdominal area and just drop the knees from side to side. Just notice how that feels. Slow down the movement and feel the sensation of the ground under the body. Feel the sensation of the air around your skin. Even if you have pants on. I got some pants on, obviously. And I can just imagine the sensation of the air as I move my legs from side to side. And what this does is it helps me to cultivate my relationship with my body, with my nervous system, so that I'm choosing what my nerves, which part of my nervous system is active. And this cultivates a relationship. Don't wait till you bash your knee on your bedpost to think about your knee. You know what I'm saying? Inhale, exhale. Let the breath be the center of your movement practice today. A reminder to relax yourself and give thanks. Every time you breathe, oh, that helps me relax. Oh, I'm so thankful I can breathe this morning. This is wonderful. Imagine you're breathing in power and energy, because you are. That's what our body needs to live. Imagine that your body's absorbing that energy into the lungs, bringing it to the heart where it pumps it throughout the whole body, top to toe, shoulder to fingertip. Let yourself use that powerful imagination this morning to make you healthier than ever before. Okay, that gives us our little supine check-in. Now we're going to start with a bent knee, toe reach. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop our knees to one side, and you're going to reach your toe of the top leg across, and then come back to center. Switch sides. Drop the knees to the other side, reach with the toes. So you can have your arms above your head. You can go a little bit further if you want, so that you're coming all the way onto your side. And reach with that foot. So this is a good glute med exercise. So you'll notice as you reach, if I lift and lower my leg, this is for my gluteus medius. Okay? If I go a little bit further in my roll onto my stomach, I can get the max. Get that glute max rocking. Just make sure that you're not arching your back too much. We're just getting some gentle activations to start our movement practice today. Fluid movement. Reach through those toes. See if you can bring your attention into lengthening through that leg. So you want to touch something over there. Remember, celebrate and give thanks for the fact that your leg works this morning. If you don't have a leg, well, give thanks for whatever you do got. Okay. From here, we're going to do some rocking variations. So let's lay on our back, and what you're going to do is you'll tuck your butt underneath, start some rocking. So if you already know how to rock, start your rocking. And what we're going to do is when we come to an upright position, we're going to use different positions. So I'm going to rock up to a side bend sit. Then I'll make sure to do the other side bend sit. I can do a single leg long sit. single leg long sit. I can do a cross leg sit. So whatever variation you want. We're using the rocking to massage our back. You can move around a little bit. Do a little break dancing if you like. Really enjoy the sensations of the ground massaging your back with this one. And kind of explore the sensations at any point. So if I want to pause in my seated position, get a little bit of spinal mobilizations, I can do that. Side bend sit. If I want to use my arm in the process a little bit, that's cool too. When your mind, or if your mind, let's not say if, let's say when your mind steps into this place of, am I doing it right? That's a cue for you to gently love yourself a little bit more and to say, well, I'm having a good time and that's the main thing I want to be doing this morning. It's all that matters. Have a good time with your movement practice. Have a good time with your body and your nervous system and all the other parts. Okay, from here, let's lay on our stomachs, please. We're going to do a little bit of prone rocking. So we do a lot of rocking for the back, but now what we're going to do is we're going to rock for the stomach. So what you're going to do is you're going to tuck your butt underneath and you're going to extend through the spine and gently press yourself up onto your forearms. From here, you're going to lower yourself down slow with control. You're going to curl your toes underneath and lift your caboose up into the air. Lower that down, press up, lower the chest, lift the toes, or press through the toes. Just notice how that feels. We spend a lot of time with a rounded back, forward head posture. So what you're doing here is you're helping to offset. This is movement supplementation to help offset the fact that we probably are going to sit a lot today and have a tendency of flexing through the spine versus extending. If you want to add to this one, take the hands out of it. Make sure that you're breathing, especially in this up position, this like half cobra, if you will. Make sure that you're breathing expansively through those lower ribs, front, sides, back. You want to add a little bit, you can add a little bit of a roll. And then what I'm doing is I'm massaging my stomach on the ground. Okay, roll back onto your backside, please. Okay, so now we're going to go back into our foot reaches. So you're just going to lower those knees to the side, reach with that foot. This time we're going to roll all the way onto our abdomen. So as we do that, I want you to point the toes and reach through both toes. And then, once you're on your stomach, bend the knee, reach it behind, return to your backside. Okay, so again, I lower my knees, reach the leg across, roll onto my abdomen. Once I'm here, if you want to pause, rock it out a little bit, get the spine nice and relaxed, and then squeeze the glutes, bend the knee, reach with that foot, return to your backside, switch sides. Have some fun with it, breathe deeply and expansively as you go. Reach through that leg. Have some fun. Man, I actually wish I could see you guys right now because I bet all of you dancers out there, I bet you guys are really having some fun. And I bet your leg reaches look all sorts of like beautiful and dramatic in a positive way. All right? Reach. I'm actually feeling inspired just by that fact that you guys probably look so good when you guys do this stuff. Makes me want to do it good. Okay. From here, let's go back to our rocking variations. So again, start with your knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Start with your rocking forward and back. And then try your different variations. Single leg long sit. Side bend sit. Cross leg. And on this set, if you want to take it a step further, come a little bit forward with your movement. So now you're rocking all the way up and getting into a position where you can stand up. If you have any injuries that you're nursing, just be mindful and modify your technique so that it works for you. So the baseline movement is rocking, and you can add to it whatever you like. I always like the stand-up part because I feel like that helps to warm up my tissues quite nicely. Breathe deeply and expansively. Let your breath be relaxed, but deep and expansive, all at the same time. Ten more seconds. Keep yourself nice and relaxed as you go. Okay, let's go ahead and lay back onto our stomach for some prone rocking. Okay, so this one we're going to get a little bit more dynamic with it. So we're doing the same baseline movement of rocking on our stomach, forward and back. But this time, if you want to press yourself up into a full cobra, feel free. And the other thing that you can do is, of course, is once you're in this full cobra, you can lift the knees up off the ground and get some even more activation of that front line. And then lower yourself down slow with control. Remember, try to focus on relaxation and mobilization and active stretching. So it's not just a full-on stretch, it's an active, playful movement. This is kind of sketchy on the wrists. Go up onto your forearms. You want to throw a little child's pose in there? Feel free. The main thing is rocking on the abdomen, prone rocking, with a little bit of extra. Get creative with it. If you're doing something totally different right now, good for you. We're moving together. And we're giving our body a chance to express itself and to let us know what it needs. Okay guys, one last time with our bent leg rolling, if you will. This time we're just going to end it with the type of rolling that involves a full-on crunch. So we're going to start in this position here. Let's go ahead and extend through the arms and the legs and do a full-on roll. And when you come to the other side or your back again, crunch it up. Extend, roll, crunch. You got space for a double? Go for it. If you get a little dizzy, slow down a little bit. Make sure that you really breathe deeply while you go. These movements should be totally safe. As you extend while you're on your side, this activates the internal-external oblique. And when you're on the stomach, you got the extensor muscles, quadratus, well actually not QL, well yeah, a little bit of QL. knows what you got contracting? It's just good for you. How about that? We always try to isolate contractions when we're exercising, but kids don't think about that. They just roll around. Let's try that. You want to add a little sound? Whee! A little laughter will do you good. Okay. All right. So, where are we at? Oh, from here, let's do our rocking. So this is the last set of rocking, everyone. So rocking forward and back. Get that nice opening of the back side of the body. This time, see if you can challenge yourself to get to do a stand-up of some kind. Lower yourself down slowly with control. Use your hands and your arms as much as you like. Keep your body nice and soft. When you stand up, keep your body loose. Lower down. Imagine those bones are floating in the connective tissue. Imagine yourself light, fluid like a ninja. Try not to make any sounds at all as you're navigating your environment and using this rocking. Do it however you like. Let your body play. Let your body say what it wants. No rules. Except for to have fun, maybe. Give yourself permission to explore your world. Just getting some good rocking going in there. Okay guys, last set of prone rocking. Let's go ahead and come on to our abdominal area. This time what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of rolling. So what you're going to do is you're going to come on to the side position. Notice the sensations you feel there. Roll onto your forearms for the front. Rock those hips from side to side and then come to the other side. I like to add a little massage whenever possible. Breathe in, breathe out, nice and expansively, especially in the part that's stretching. So you can feel this underside is probably stretching a little bit here. See if you can breathe into that. Imagine what you're stretching. So obviously, if you know your anatomy, this lower side, we have the kidneys, we have the liver on this right side. Just imagine those organs beautiful and healthy and strong, functioning powerfully and effortlessly. Other side, you got a kidney over there, plus you have your stomach, your spleen, you have your intestines. Want to add a little bit to this one, add a little beach pose action, put a smile on your face, make yourself comfy, play around with pressing through the shoulder here, lower down, play around, have some fun. Okay, 14 seconds. Nice and easy. Okay guys, let's go ahead, press yourselves up. We're going to come to a standing position, please. So come to a nice standing position. We're going to start with some gentle hip mobilizations here. So what you're going to do is you're going to place your hands on your hips and just bring your hips from side to side. We're just rolling the hip inside the hip joint, side to side. 5 times each side is enough. Then you're going to hinge forward at the hips. Same exact thing. Just rock those hips from side to side. Nice and easy. 5 is good enough. And then let's bring those hips forward and back. Forward and back. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Okay, big hip circles now, fam. Big hip circles. Bring those hips all the way through. Really beautiful hip circles here. Other direction after you've done about 5. Breathing deeply and expansively as you go. Really good. Okay, let's massage it out. So we're just massaging on the front sides of the hips. We'll go into one side. Really get that glute. You get the creases. I got my hand here in the inside of my thigh because that's the area that gets the most stagnant. I want to open that pathway up. Okay? Okay, to the other side. To the back side, nice and easy, into the sacrum. Okay, smack it out. Front, side. Okay, pause, close your eyes, just relax, turn your attention in, notice what you feel. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, from here, guys, let's go ahead and pump the knees. We're just going to bend the knees and straighten them out. Bend the knees and straighten them out. Okay, if you want to add a little bit of massage to this, you can. And the knees, the poor knees, they tend to be the joint that's injured the most. And do you guys know why? Well, there's probably a lot of reasons, but one of the reasons could be that there's immobility in the hips and in the feet. So we're just pumping the knees about 5 sets now, or 5 reps. From here, you're going to bend one knee and then the other knee, and then go the other direction. In other words, my shoulders are doing this number right here. Okay? I'm just going one way and the other way. Oh yeah, Cindy, Club Daniel right here. Getting our good dance movement on. Bringing our knees through a little bit of flexion and rotation. You'll notice this translates all the way down into the feet. Okay, nice and easy. Okay, let's massage it out. Massage the fronts, the insides, the outsides, the back sides. A little bit above, a little bit below. Make sure you get both of those knees in there. Get some nice circulation moving. And really smack it. Really get that circulation stimulated. Okay, let's go ahead and pause. Close your eyes. Breathe in, breathe out. Notice what you feel. Okay, guys, breathe in, breathe out one more time. Okay, now we're bringing our attention into our feet. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your ankle on the inside and the outside. We're focusing on one at a time. So put a little bit of pressure in that ankle as it goes from side to side. You'll notice the movement translates all the way up through the leg. Spread those toes wide. Feel the ground underneath the foot. Both directions. Okay, from here, we're going to go bend our foot forward on the top of the foot and back. Top of the foot and back. Curl those toes under and back. If you want to change the distance of your stance, it's a little bit longer. It's a little bit more intense. Nice and easy. And then finally, just get some nice big circles. Nice big circles with the ankles. Once you've done 5 in one direction, 5 the other direction. Spread those toes, massage those feet in the ground. Okay? Let's stop and massage this foot. Massage, massage, massage. Just squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. If your foot feels cold, That's okay, just get some circulation moving in there. That's the whole point. Massage, 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 and smack it out. To the sides. Okay, stand up and pause. Breathe in, breathe out. Close the eyes. Notice how it feels. I'll tell you one thing I feel. My other foot's jealous. All right, let's get that other foot involved. Okay, so again, pressure on the outside, pressure on the inside. So this one opens up the inside of the leg. This one opens up the outside. Remember, work gradually at a speed and with a pressure that works for you. You want to add a little bit of arm or upper body movement? You can. You don't have to only do the foot, but that's the emphasis of this particular movement. Okay? Now let's do forward and back. So we're curling those toes under and stretch. So we have plantar flexion, dorsiflexion. Plantar flexion, dorsiflexion. Play around with different stances. Curl those toes. And take it easy, will ya? It's not about, how intense you can do it. It's about giving it your all, but also being kind and working gradual. All right, let's spin it out. 5 in one direction. 5 in the other direction. Okay, other direction. If you feel some or hear some toe cracking, that's okay. As long as you don't break your toe. All right. Okay, guys, let's massage it out. So we get the stroking going first. Nice stroking through the whole foot. Squeeze through the foot. Get them, pull on those toes a little bit and get some nice massage in the foot. You can get in between the toes. Nice mobilizations. Whatever you like. Okay, smack it out. That sounds super loud. It's loud in my room. Alright, stop that and put that down. Close your eyes, breathe in, breathe out. Notice how you feel. Okay, guys, let's get into our next one. Our next movement is going to be a deep squat power transition. Okay, so get yourself into a nice deep squat. You can either be on the balls of your feet. You can go into your deep squat so that your feet are flat on the ground. Whatever you like. And what you're going to do is drop one knee to the ground, press through the crown of the head, bring the arms out to the side, open the chest. Power. Come in. Do the other side. Okay, so what I want here is, remember, press through the crown of the head, and when you open up that chest, I want those shoulder blades to draw down and together. So it's not just flaring the ribs out in front. It's taking those shoulders back and squeezing the muscles in between the shoulder blades and opening up. Make those shoulders wide and then come right back into your squat. See if you can maintain that long spine as you come back to squat. Okay? Come down, open up. When the arms are out to the side, remember, drop those shoulders away from the ears. You can couple the breathing with the movement. So as I come out, I breathe in. As I come in, exhale. And in, breathe out. In, Breathe out. Okay, so from here, let's come to a standing position. We're going to do the same thing, only now we're going to do it from standing. So this is a forward fold power transition. So let's go ahead and try that. Standing position. First and foremost, feet shoulder width apart. You're going to hinge forward at the hips and bring yourself into this forward fold position. I'll turn to the side so you can see. From here, I'm going to bring my pinkies together and I'm going to open up through the chest as I come to standing. I'm pressing through the posterior hip and opening up the front side of my body here. Keep trying as I modify my thingy-mabob there. Okay. So I'm here in my good morning hip hinge, deadlift, whatever you want to call this, and then as I come up, I'm pressing through the posterior hip and I'm opening up my chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Press through the crown of the head as you come back up to standing every time. Make it smooth, make it graceful. Use this as an opportunity to open up and stretch while strengthening that posterior line. Open the chest, come down. I always like to add a little bit of massage in either direction. Okay, so from here, we're going to do some lunge clocks with balance. So what that looks like is this. So we're going to get into a nice standing position. You're going to step back into a lunge. I'm going to hinge at the hips and I'm going to balance on this front leg as I bring this other leg up into a flex position. Then I'm going to step out to another position. Lunge, balance. So anywhere you want to step is fine. Balance. Lunge. Balance. Lunge. Balance. Spend as much time as you want in any part of the process, from your lunge to your balance. Step around in your environment. Feel that control and stability. Bring the hands to the ground. Challenge yourself as much as you like through this movement pattern. Breathe deeply and expansively as you go the whole time. Okay, let's go ahead and switch legs now. So now you're lunging with the other leg. Lunge in any direction you want, and then balance. Step out to the side, balance. Step behind, balance. Step across in front. Whatever you like, guys. Whatever you like. Okay. Add whatever movements you like to get the most out of this particular pattern. As long as you're doing some form of lunge followed by balance, the rest of it's up to you. Change your position, however you like. That supporting leg should be fatigued by now, and if it's not, you're a greater ninja than myself. Okay guys, let's come back down into our deep squat, please. Some more deep squat transitions. So this time what we're going to do is we're going to bring the hands behind us and we're going to internally and externally rotate the femur. So I want you to drop the knee towards the ground. You should feel a nice gentle stretch on the front side of the leg, and then you're going to open up the hip. Switch sides. So bring it in and bring it out. If this is sketchy on the wrist, go to a loose fist. If you want to change it up, bring your body weight forward. This is really good to challenge the strength of your ankles. But just remember to take it easy. Don't go too far, too fast. You really want to make sure you honor your body with each one of these movements. And if you do go too far, too fast, back it out and turn your attention into the fact that your body can heal that mistake. Get your mind on board with what your body can do. Just messing with some nice internal and external rotation. You can back up your body weight if you like into a more of a crab-like position. Remember crab soccer back in elementary school? That was always fun. You notice your teacher never talked about like position, like, oh, make sure that you're in the proper position. No, it's just go kick that ball, fam. Boy, was that fun. Feels like it was just yesterday. Okay. From here, we're going to get back into our standing position. And this time, let's do a wide sumo stance position. And what we're going to do is, we're going to hinge forward at the waist and touch the ground. And this time, we're going to come up from a wide stance position. So you're opening up the front side of the body. You should feel a nice opening of the front sides of the hips. And then breathe in and breathe out. As you breathe out, come forward, pressing through the crown of the head, nice and long through the spine. Bring your hands to the ground. You can add a little bit of side-to-side lateral lunging if you like, just to kind of keep those legs feeling nice and strong and stretched. And then bring those pinkies together. Open up the front of the chest. Press through the crown of the head. Keep that spine long. Come down. Add your lateral lunge if you like. Add some nice fluid movement in your spine. And really, really activate those glutes. Feel that nice gentle stretch and opening of the backside. You're not going into a hyperlordosis. You don't want your butt totally shooting up into the air, but you do want to kind of externally rotate through the femur so you're activating your glutes productively. So if that doesn't make any sense to you at all, don't even worry about it. The idea is try to keep a neutral spine. If you don't know what a neutral spine is, stand up and press through the crown of the head. Whatever position that is, lock it in by drawing your belly button towards your spine and then hinge forward at the waist. Okay? Nice and strong the whole time. Okay, guys, let's go back into our lunge clocks, please. So again, choose which leg you're going to use. Step back. And again, once you're in this position, you're going to open up the chest and then balance. Step behind, step to the side, step whatever direction you want, but I want you to focus on feeling strength and power through your legs. Explore the different movements. Change the position of your spine. This is a power technique for the legs. Looking around, breathing deeply and expansively, and always returning to that nice strong balance. Breathe deep and expansively as you go. Try putting a smile on your face. Bam. Notice how that feels. So you're lunging and you're balancing. Yeah, let's switch legs, guys. Switch it out. So lunge. So whatever is your supporting leg, that's the leg that you really want to focus on the posterior hip activation. So when I'm in my lunge, I can hinge forward at the waist, and whatever joint I move first tends to be the joint that gets loaded. So if you move your knee first, you're going to be loading the knee more. If you move your hip first, you're going to be loading that hip. And that's what we want. We want to focus on powerful, strong hip muscles, especially because we spend way too much sitting. When I'm standing, I can add a little bit of movement through my hip as I balance, and then go right back into my lunge. Breathe deeply and expansively as you go. See what types of positions you can get yourself in and out of as you get yourself close to the ground. Up, close, up. Man, this set's really burning my quads. I must be doing something right. That's what I wanted anyways, right? Maybe I didn't want my quads to burn. Maybe I want my posterior hip to burn. Time under tension. Let's see if I can load that up a little bit more. Maybe it just means that my quads need a little bit more help too. So long as I'm practicing good quality movement, that's all that matters. I like this step behind business and the step in front. Okay, guys. Last deep squat move, we're just going to do some squat hops, all right? So what that means is I'm going to place my hands on the ground. Let me back up. I'm going to place my hands on the ground, bring my body weight forward, press into the ground, and hop my feet forward. Now I'm in my deep squat again. I can go to the side, place my hand down, place my hand down. That's more of like a lateral shuffle crawl. Press my hand down, down, squat. Whatever you want. Make it ninja smooth, nice and quiet. You can spend as much time in any of the positions that you want. So I want to spend a little bit more time in that on my hands. Cool. Maybe you're one of those ninjas that can actually do a handstand. I don't know, flex that a few times. That's not my move quite yet, but that's you. Get it. Breathe deeply and expansively as you go. Have fun with it. Make these moves yours. Okay, guys, let's come to our standing position one last time, please. This time what we're going to do is we're going to do a sumo squat. We're going to lift one side heel towards the ceiling This becomes our lunge. Come back up to center, squat through. Lift the other heel up, lunge. Come through the center, squat. So this one is going to be the one that burns the most. So you're putting the most effort in as we're kind of coming to a climax of our effort. Breathing deeply and expansively as you go. Quality movement. Imagining somebody's trying to push you over in any one of these positions, so you're really gripping the ground with your feet. So even though you're putting a lot of effort in here, I want you to see if you can slow down that breathing. Control that breathing. And that helps you to work with the heart rate variability. The heart's going to start to pump harder because you're working harder. But then you're using your breath to slow it down. And in that process, in that dance, you're helping your body to have more control and more productive circulatory dynamics. Almost done, guys. Hang in there. Okay. Woo! I don't know about you, but that one kind of burned a little bit in a good way. Okay, so last set of lunge clocks, and then we're going to cool it down. So let's go ahead. Get yourself ready for your lunge clocks. Step back. Perhaps this time, shorten your stance up. And remember, when you come to the center or the stopping point, you balance. This time, if you want to do a little bit more of an alternating leg, you can. Touch the ground. Now imagine you're walking around your house. You got to pick some stuff up off the ground. Lowering yourself down, pick it up, put it over here. Make it fun. Slow that breathing down, especially as you get into the balancing part. Breathe it out. 10 more seconds. Almost done. Okay, guys, let's start to cool it down. So we're going to start our cool down with some active cool down using some lateral lunges. So what I'd like to ask that you do is, with your feet double shoulder width apart, you're just going to squat down over each leg independently. Get a nice gentle stretch through the leg. Massage if you like. Place your hands on the ground mindfully. Or if you can transition in and out of this without using your hands, that's fantastic too. If you take your hands out to the side, that can feel very ninja-esque. Long through the spine. Deep, expansive breathing. If the no hand option isn't an option for you, that's okay. Do what works for you. Okay, from here, let's drop one knee towards the ground. We're going to come to a nice hip stretch, hip flexor stretch. So I want you to get long through the spine. I want you to tuck your butt underneath and just gently press your hip forward. From here, we can rotate through the spine, reaching towards the ceiling. We can go both ways with it. This is an active recovery, fam. Breathe deeply and relax as you go. Getting some nice stretch, but it's active. Active stretching works the connective tissue in a different way than the passive stretch. Let's switch sides. Down here, get into the position first, long through the spine, tuck the butt underneath, engage the abdominal muscles, add your reach. Okay, from here, let's use a Cobra Child's Pose transition, please. So we're just going to drop our weight back over our heels. From here, we're going to send a wave of movement through the spine, drop the pelvis towards the floor, Cobra. From here, draw the belly button towards the spine and squeeze those hip flexors to draw your weight back over your heels. Child's Pose. Cobra, Child's Pose. So I want this part active. As you bring yourself from Cobra to Child's, I want you to squeeze in the front sides of the hips. So as I'm here, I'm squeezing my hip flexors and dropping my weight back over my heels. The hip flexors, even though they tend to get shortened when we sit too much, they also tend not to fire properly. So this, coming from an hip extension and then squeezing through those hip flexors, is going to help to activate the hip flexors in a productive way. Nice and strong. You'll notice if you're a person who's suffered from any type of back pain in the past, if you squeeze your hip flexors and really squeeze this part as you transition from Cobra to Child's Pose, it's really going to feel good and stable for your back. You don't want to just passively collapse into these positions. Okay. Slowly, gently, easily, let's come onto the back sides of our body, please, as we come to our final restorative pose. So from here, you're going to take your knees up off the ground. You're just going to drop them from side to side, keeping the shoulders planted firmly into the ground. You want to add a little bit of a reach, you can. You want to just keep it a straight up windshield wiper with those thighs, that's fine. Okay, from here, slowly, gently, easily, we're going to do just 2 short bridges. So I want you to tuck your butt underneath and press through the heels. We're going to activate those glutes. One last time. Lower down, and as you lower down, I want you to feel the micro movements of the spine lowering, starting with your mid-back and then each part of your lower spine, 1 vertebrae at a time. Once your butt makes it back to the ground, breathe in, breathe out, surrender unnecessary tension. Make sure you breathe real loud, you know. Go ahead and tuck the butt underneath, press through the heels one last time, nice and strong through those legs. And your legs should feel like awesome right now. Okay, lower down, nice and easy, guys. From here, straighten one leg, then the other. Rock your hips from side to side. Surrender unnecessary tension. Breathe in, breathe out. We got 3 breaths right now. Breathe in slow. Breathe out even slower. Place your hands on your abdomen if you like. Walk your fingers around. Breathe in, breathe out. One last time, everybody. Bring into mind something that you're thankful for this morning. Okay. If you guys can chill out here a little bit longer and you feel the need, feel free, fam. Go ahead and relax yourself and just relax, restore, you know. You got to get on with your day. I totally understand. Rock yourself up and just commit to moving throughout the day today, breathing deeply, smiling a lot, and giving thanks as much as you possibly can. And that will help your physiology to thrive. I hope that you guys were totally stoked and had a good time today. I'm so thankful that you guys all showed up for this movement session. And if it works out, I'm going to post this thing on my YouTube channel later. I am Daniel J. Moore. If you're not already a subscriber, please do so. That helps me out there, and it helps the videos that we're making or that we're recording, like with this class, helps it to get out there to more people. So click like buttons and make comments or put emojis. Anyways, fam, thank you guys so much for being here today. You know I appreciate all of you. Yeah, Cindy, you're so sweet. Club Daniel, ooh. Club everybody, man. I'm so happy you guys were here today. I think I missed some of the chat stuff today. Let me see if you guys said anything. Oh, right on. You're welcome, Catherine. All right, guys, if you guys have any other comments, feel free to drop them in the box, chat box, that is. Other than that, have a beautiful day, everybody. Lots of love to all of you, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week.